also included some of their own children. Their house on Cromwell Street contained an awful secret. Their basement was set up as a...
Bitch, I know you capping. I know you capping. What did he just say? They killed their own damn children? What kind of shit is that? Not only did they kill the other women, rest in peace to all the other women, but they killed their children. Damn. I need to go to church. I need to go to church after this. I need to go to church. If you're scared, go to church. Yeah.
Included murdering women with a crossbow and then eating their body parts. He actually turned his bathroom into a slaughterhouse where he would dismember.
This nigga was eating, bro. What? He was first. Okay, this is a fucked up story. The nigga was killing the women with a crossbow. Okay, a crossbow, nigga. A crossbow, nigga. Then after he kills them, he eats their body parts. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my! Look at this nigga, but nah, he look like he love them body parts too. What's your favorite part, huh? Huh, Steven? The feet? You like the feet, don't you, Daddy? You like the feet? Oh, Steven loves the feet. It's very crunchy, freaky ass.
The prisoner in Britain.
Look, I was trying not to laugh when I first saw it, but I'm like, I'm gonna just be cool. But damn, that nigga mustache hard. That motherfucker go out like that. That motherfucker go like that. That motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm a dog, I pull up a bitch. Trying to cut off my neck on my head. Every show I'm moving with sticks.
We going to the We got them true steppers. Them jalapeno peppers. Of the UK, man. We got the real criminals, real gangbangers. Shoot your mama in the big toe, grandma in the big toe. You know what I'm saying? I stole out the corner store. We got the real criminals today. I gotta do one hit for the criminals. All my gangsters out there. I gotta get real gangster real quick. Hold on. This shit work? It's fake ass shit. Damn, the smoke ain't even come out that though. Kids don't do drugs, go to school, and get a college degree. This is not drugs, no weed. There's nothing in here but vaporized, non-chemical solution water. But hey, man, let's stop all the playing around. We got the top 10 most scariest, top 10 scariest British criminals. Y'all tell me to react to this video. Now, if y'all want me to react to another video like this, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, comment down below. And if you know this criminal in real life, if it's your uncle, this your sister, this your cousin-in-law, comment also down below and let me know. But we're gonna go to the UK, and shout out to my UK gang, my family. You already know we get done over here. Y'all can comment any video y'all want me to react to next. And hey, man, the original link will be down below. Let's get into it. God damn, we're gonna get real criminal in here, real gangster in here today. Gangster, you hear me? Gangster.
Suzanne Blamers was shot through the head.
Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. The shit just started. What the hell? She got shot in the head. Damn. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to anybody mentioning here, man. We ain't gonna play around with these people that's dying or dead due to these crazy ass criminals. But rest in peace, bro.
Suzanne Blamers was shot through the head. He actually made a triumphant gesture at the camera after he killed her.
Fred and Rosemary West.
Damn.
Between them, the West raped, tortured, murdered, and dismembered 12 women, including 2 of their own daughters.
Some of y'all.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm your host for this one, Landon Dallasing, and today
my nigga Landon. But look, man, y'all, these people be crazy out here. These people just be y'all niggas be drinking too much of that Red Bull. They be drinking too much of that Red Bull. They too much of that chicken and chips, and then come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop with that shit. Like, this nigga done killed 12 women. Damn. And you know why? Because one of the women rejected him because he had a hot breath. I'm telling you how this shit started. They rejected him because he had a hot breath, and then he said, "Fuck, she rejected me. My breath hot." So then he get mad, and then he go kill 11 other women, including her. It's fucked up, man. It's a crazy world we live in, y'all. So I advise y'all to protect yourself and try to meet genuine people and stay away from the bad people if you can. But to be honest with y'all, that shit hard as hell. So I don't know what else to tell y'all.
Hey, we actually have a special guest here from our sister channel, Top 5 Scary Videos. So today we have Jack. Hello, Jack.
What's going on, guys? You may recognise me from over at Top 5 Scary Videos, the scariest channel on YouTube, may I add. My name's Jack Finch, and as always, it's an absolute pleasure to be chilling with you guys.
Shout out to my nigga Jack,
over at
my nigga Landon.
And you know what? Top 5 Scary Videos, your channel is getting more subscribers than we are right now. What's going on, guys? You guys are killing it over there.
It's the t-shirts, I think.
No, I think he do got a. I think I've read one of his videos on his channel. He got some lit videos over there. No cap, no cap.
Yeah, you guys should check it out. You guys can click right over here. But let's get right into this one. So today we're going to be talking about some of Britain's most dangerous and hideous criminals that have shocked the nation. So this is the top 10 scariest British criminals, and
You
that's
say the hideous? Like the nigga ugly as hell? Damn.
why we have Jack to help us out with this one.
Am I number 10?
You're the criminal, yeah. So at number 10 we have Jack.
Coming in at number 10, Charles Bronson. Probably the most notorious British prisoner of all time, and a very apt entry to kick off this list. Bronson is so infamous in the British criminal world that he's even been portrayed on the silver screen by the one and the only Tom Hardy. Born Michael Gordon Peterson on the 6th of December 1952, he later changed his name to Charles Bronson after the famous American actor, while he was fighting in the British underground bare-knuckle boxing scene. Bronson has been referred to in the
the realest niggas be the ones that change their name. You know he real. You know you a gangster if you change your name. No cap. So any of y'all that change y'all name out there, y'all got y'all gangster code for real.
press as the most violent prisoner in Britain.
Look, I was trying not to laugh when I first saw it, but I'm like, I'm gonna just be cool. But damn, that nigga mustache hard. That motherfucker go out like that. That motherfucker go like that. That motherfucker like that. That motherfucker like that. Yeah. You down there cooking hamburger on that nigga mustache. You down there. When he be eating that coochie, that girl be like, ooh, it tickle. That man, that made all the girls fall in love with that mustache. It tickle. Alright, let me stop making fun of this man mustache.
And has spent the majority of his life behind bars after initially being sentenced for armed robbery in 1974. Although he's been released several times, Bronson has always ended up back behind bars and was given a discretionary life sentence in 1999. Despite this, in recent years, Charles Bronson has changed his name to Charles Salvador after taking up life as an artist and reportedly turning over a new leaf. He has pleaded his reform on numerous occasions, stating that Charles Bronson died in 2014 and that he leads a new life as Charles Salvador, hoping to be released in 2020.
Harold Shipman makes his way onto this list at number 9. He is the type of guy who will make you never trust your doctor again, and here's why. He was a British general practitioner and a serial killer who murdered at least 215 of his patients. His favorite method of killing his victims was to inject them with a lethal dose of drugs. Originally, he was only convicted of 15 murders, but after an official investigation was done, it was determined that he had killed hundreds of other people between the years of 1975 and 1998. He was convicted in January of 2000 and he was sentenced to life in prison, but he was found hanging in his cell 4 years after his trial. Could he be any more ironic? I bet he killed more than he—
sorry ass injecting people with his little sweet jugga dose, and then a nigga killed himself. Ain't that a bitch? Can't trust these doctors. Can't trust these doctors. Can't trust these nurses. God damn.
Saved as a doctor. Just so messed up.
Coming in now at number 8, Ronnie and Reggie Kray. Strangely enough, another set of British criminals that Tom Hardy has played on the silver screen, this time twice. The names Ronnie and Reggie Kray are synonymous with the British underworld and London gangland, and you probably won't find anyone in Britain who hasn't heard of these pair. They were notorious for being the perpetrators of organised crime in the East End of London during the 1950s and 1960s, alongside their gang known originally as The Firm, which led them to be involved in such nefarious activities as murder, armed robbery, hijacking, arson, protection racketeering, and countless assaults. The Kray twins were born on the 24th of October 1973, just 10 minutes apart, to parents Charles David Kray and Violet Annie Lee, and lived a life of such prolific notoriety that they were cemented into British culture as two of the most dangerous brothers to have ever lived.
Fred and Rose West hacked their way onto number 7 on our list. They were a married couple couple who abducted, tortured, sexually abused, and murdered women over a period of 20 years. Their killing spree also included some of their own children. Their house on Cromwell Street contained an awful secret. Their basement was set up as a...
Bitch, I know you capping. I know you capping. What did he just say? They killed their own damn children? What kind of shit is that? Not only did they kill the other women, rest in peace to all the other women, but they killed their children. Damn. I need to go to church. I need to go to church after this. I need to go to church. If you're scared, go to church. Yeah.
Women over a period of 20 years. Their killing spree also included some of their own children. Their house on Cromwell Street contained an awful secret. Their basement was set up as a torture chamber and a graveyard. The basement was also equipped with bondage and torture devices, and they had the ability to hang their victims from the wall and ceiling. Together they might have killed around 30 women, but they were only charged with 12 murders. Fred West committed suicide before his trial started, and West is currently serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole.
Next up at number 6, Peter Sutcliffe. Also known as the Yorkshire Ripper, Peter Sutcliffe terrorised the British nation between 1975 and 1980, horrifying the public with the very specific conditions that his crimes contained. In 1981, he was convicted of murdering 13 women and suspected of the attempted murder of 7 more.
Rest in peace, bro.
Sutcliffe, who lived in the Yorkshire area of Leeds and Bradford, was believed to regularly use the services of prostitutes and claimed that the voice of God had sent him on a mission to kill these women. The nation was shocked when his modus operandi would later change, and he began killing women who weren't prostitutes, which inevitably sent the Yorkshire public into a panic. He was initially arrested for driving with false number plates when police questioned him about the killings on a chance encounter, and he confessed to being the perpetrator. Sutcliffe would later plead insanity, but his claim was later rejected, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment, where he remains to this day.
Next up on this creepy list, in at number 5, we have Amelia Dyer. She was originally trained as a nurse, but she eventually switched her career path and decided to take a stab at baby farming. This was a practice of adopting unwanted babies in exchange for money. She would prey on mothers who couldn't afford to keep their babies, so she would offer to give them a better life, but instead, she pocketed the money and strangled the baby to death with tape and dumped their bodies in the River Tame. She was able to get away with these horrific murders for over 30 years until she was caught and hung for her crimes.
Yeah,
but she managed to murder
they need to hang her ass. Hang her ass and take her socks off. Killing them poor babies, motherfucker.
100 babies during her murdering spree in the 1800s. Okay, biting his way onto this list at number 4, we have Stephen Griffiths. He is notoriously known as the crossbow cannibal, and his story almost sounds too crazy to be real. But trust me, it is. His favorite pastime included murdering women with a crossbow and then eating their body parts. He actually turned his bathroom into a slaughterhouse where he would dismember.
This nigga was eating... Bro, what? He was first... Okay, this is a fucked up story. The nigga was killing the women with a crossbow. Okay, a crossbow, nigga. A crossbow, nigga. Then after he kills them, he eats their body parts? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my... Look at this nigga. But nah, he look like he love them body parts too. What's your favorite part, huh? Huh, Steven? The feet? You like the feet, don't you, daddy? You like the feet. Oh, Steven loves the feet. It's very crunchy. Freaky ass.
Victims in the bathtub with power tools, and then he would start to eat his favorite body parts, in which I don't know what they are, and I'm just
the feet.
Not going
He
to
liked
question
the feet.
it. So this guy actually took their body parts and stored them in the fridge until he got hungry, and then he would start cooking them in the oven. He was actually diagnosed as a very violent psychopath at the age of 17 years old, but despite all of these warning signs and red flags, he managed to kill 3 women, and now he's currently serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole.
Stay in there. Stay in there.
Nilsen. And we're about to head down the hole of one of the most gruesome serial killers in British history. Dennis Nilsen, a Scottish serial killer and necrophile who murdered at least 12 young men, more than likely more, in a series of brutal and deranged killings committed between 1978 and 1983, all of which took place at several of his residences in London, England. Nilsen's modus operandi often targeted young, homeless, homosexual men, which he lured to his 2 North London addresses through guile and deception, often plying them with alcohol alcohol and then murdering them by strangulation. He kept the bodies beneath his floorboards, sometimes for periods as long as 8 months, and would then observe the bodies in a strange, twisted ritual. He would dispose of the remains after dissecting them by either burning them on a bonfire or flushing them down a toilet. His crimes were discovered when a plumber eventually discovered the remains of bones and flesh blocking the pipes of his shared flat, and he was sentenced to life in prison, where he died in 2018 at the age of 72.
And how do we do a list like this and not talk about this next guy? Well, Jack the Ripper brings us to number 2. Jack the Ripper is one of England's and the world's most infamous murderers because he was never captured and his identity remains unknown. He terrorized the Whitechapel district of London in 1888, where he brutally murdered and mutilated at least 5 prostitutes. In each of his murders, the victims' throats would be slashed and the body would be severely mutilated, which indicated that he had some kind of knowledge about the human anatomy. Despite several investigations, the police had hundreds of suspects, but they weren't able to definitely arrest anyone. So even till this day, Jack the Ripper's identity and motive remains to be one of the biggest mysteries. Alright, question for this guy right here, Jack the... what's your last name?
Finch.
Finch, okay. Do you know the anatomy?
It's not the Ripper.
No. Do you know, how good are you with human anatomy?
Very poor.
Okay, good. So you're not Jack the Ripper?
I'm glad I'm not Jack. And to finally end this gruesome list, we have one of Britain's first recorded female serial killers, Mary Ann Cotton. Known as the Black Widow, Cotton is reported to have murdered around 21 people, including 3 of her own husbands, apparently in order to collect on their insurance policies, which she would use to establish a new life. And even more horrifically, she was responsible for the death of 11 of her 13 children. Born Mary Ann Robson on the 31st of October 1832, yes, that is Halloween, in County Durham, England, Cotton's modus operandi was to use arsenic poisoning, learned from her time as a nurse, that would slowly cause gastric pain in her victims and ensure a rapid decline of health. Now, this process was mostly undetectable until it appeared that almost everyone Mary Ann Cotton knew started to die around her. It kind of raised a few red flags. She was trialed and sentenced to death by hanging on the 24th of March 1873, where she died on the gallows, not by her neck breaking, but by strangulation caused by the rope being rigged too short. Many believe that this action was deliberate. Gnarly stuff, gnarly video.
Alright, so this is the end of the video. It's not...
I don't know about the UK, y'all. I don't know. Y'all comment down below, leave a like. Send me another video like this if you want. I don't know. I need to go lay down. I need to go to church, lay down, pray, probably rub some oil, something on the floor. Get all these demons out there. This is ridiculous, bro. Killing people, killing your own kids, putting people under the wood, killing people with crossbows, and then eating the flesh, the feet. Oh, god damn. I gotta get out of here.